Hi, this is the Idolcam setups here. You see Idolcam camera, you have the ring light, the spotlight, the cute little animal spotlight. This is just an experiment at the moment. We got a zoom lens, we got a fisheye lens, and this is a wide angle lens on the camera. We have a fourth axis. This fourth axis can be served as a handle like this. Handle. You could use it as a handle, or you could just hold it down here and it becomes a fourth axis. Or you could screw it down onto this. This is a battery grip. You could put this guy in here. I'm not sure if it's going to be in the frame, but you get the idea. Is to this guy will also be a fourth axis when you're holding the battery grip. So these are some of the accessories that we're working on, not necessarily going to be on the Kickstarter, but these are some of the things that we have in mind, and it's going to be in the future developments. We're going to concentrate on this camera here, the Idolcam, and also a fisheye lens. This is the fisheye lens and the ring light. So these are the three things that's going to be on the Kickstarter. One of the really cool thing about Idolcam is that you don't have to set up like a lot of gimbal and camera, or if you have a gimbal and smartphone. Idolcam, all you have to do is press a button. I just press on the power button, and now it's all good to go. And we have the screen. This is a touch screen. Yeah, you can scroll through all the exposures, settings. Yeah. So that's a touch screen here. And another cool thing about here is that when you're shooting video, you're looking down at the camera. You could change the angle of this monitor, or if you're shooting a selfie, then you could have it look back at you. Okay. That's a selfie feature. And we have right here the 3-axis gimbal all working. You can see how the lens just try to stay level the whole time. And we have a small little button here that says on and off. If I slide to off, that shuts off the gimbal. It doesn't move now. Now it becomes it's just a regular camera. You could take photos, selfies. You could aim the lens, so you don't have to prop the camera all the time. So there's a use when you don't have the gimbal on. We're also gonna have a gimbal lock, sort of a little insert that you put in there. Then it will become a normal camera. So you could just use it as a normal camera. There's no gimbal effect, no stabilizations. And we have here is a little beauty light, and it's magnetic. So all you have to do is to snap it on there, and now as you can see, the light just comes on, and we're going to turn the gimbal back on. Yeah. So you could also move right here. There's a little joystick here that you can see right here. This is the little joystick that you could control the directions of the gimbal. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this off. Usually I turn off the camera, the gimbal first, then I take off the ring light, and we could swap lens easily. This is also magnetic. You just pull it out, slide it back in, and sucks it in there, and then that's the lens change, and you're good to shoot again. You turn on the gimbal. So this is the gimbal working. Okay, I'm gonna put on the little, so here's the other light. Yeah, this is the little spotlight that we're working on. We just figure we want something a little different, a little bit interesting, not just the plain lighting, so we created a little spotlight just for experiment. Okay, and then the Idolcam, it have a little 1/4 inch screw down here, 1/4 inch screw down here, so you could just put any attachment that have a 1/4 inch screw, like the battery grip have a 1/4 inch screw. You just put it in the bottom. Yep. So I'm not sure if you guys could see it. So that is battery grip. Okay. This is the 4th axis. So when you're walking, it just takes out a lot of the vertical movements. So yeah, just the idea is to have the 4th axis take out a lot of vertical movements, so you don't see the stepping that you see on a lot of 3-axis gimbal. One more function this little joystick have is that you could change between modes. Let's say if I move left here, and all I have to do is press it once, it will center the gimbal by itself. Then if I press twice, I could set up time lapse. So wherever this is pointing, that's where it's gonna end up. Then I'm gonna move left, right. Then now this is where the starting position is. Then it will start the time lapse. I'm gonna get out of here. So if I press it 3 times, you see how now if I tilt the camera downward, the lens actually follows the angle of the camera. But if I press it 3 times, it's in a different mode. Now if I point the camera downward, you see how the lens keeps it level. So that's another mode. So yeah, that's the additional thing that you could do with this little button here. You also see here that there's a little port here. This little port is not for everyone, but if you're into let's say tuning for the gimbal, or if you're into connecting it to a RC control, so you could get remote control operations for the gimbal. Or also if you want to hook it up to a drone or anything with a RC control, a PWM port basically. And in here we have the mini SD card slot up here. Then we got a mic jack. This is a external mic jack. HDMI, mini HDMI port, and also the USB out for charging and also for exporting files. So this pretty much wraps up the quick introduction of Idolcam.